Hi, it's Julie here. I have finally finished this mini album for a good family friend. Her name is Angie. She's actually my daughter-in-law's sister-in-law, and her baby is already 3 weeks old, and she still doesn't have this. I've found it quite difficult to complete, but anyway, I've done it. I'm not totally happy with it, but anyway, you'll see. I'll show you the front and then I'll show you the outside after. As you can see, I added a frame that I got from Michael's. I crinkled it and I did the blue underneath so that it would show through blue, and I put a heart-shaped doily underneath and then stuck that on top. I've left the top of the frame open so that she can put a photograph down there if she wants to. I've only stuck the little outfit on just a little bit so that she can take that off if she wants to put a photograph down there. I put some, I don't know whether it'll even pick that up, but there's some sparkles on here, and then I glossy accented over the top of that on a bird, and then I made a flower out of heart punches, and these are wild orchid craft flowers that I did spray with Lindy's, and I'll tell you what, I'll put the sprays what they were in the box underneath. I did 2 laces I laid. One I laid, I sprayed with the yellow just a little bit, and then the butterflies I sprayed also with the same Lindy's as I sprayed the flowers with. I'm not sure if it picks up at all on the camera. But they were both white. The laces were both white. The baby's name, as you can see, is Matthias, and I did add a couple of punch butterflies on there. I'll stand it up for a second. I did put some ribbons on the binding, and I did use my cinch. It's the first time I've used it, and it worked out quite well, although I did get an extra hole on the back because I wasn't paying attention. My fault. But then I put a eyelet in and added the Tim Holtz swing, I don't know what it's called, and I did put some charms on, and I've added all different kinds of baby charms, you know, the little plastic ones. We've got a little boy, that's metal. We've got a little baby's bottle, I think they're so cute, a butterfly, a couple of bells, a door and a little pram. If you can see, can you see that? That little pram, yeah. And I got all those off eBay, and I did have some blue bling there, drop. And so for the actual pages themselves, this is the front. I'm sorry, let me get in camera. The front and the back are chipboard, you know, covered with the paper, and then the insides, the pages are from a tutorial by Leanne, Luvleescrappin, and I'll put her link in the description box. With hers, she says that she never got to decorate it, so I didn't really have any guidelines on how to decorate it, and I was a little bit lost actually. Angie, I don't know whether she does scrapbooking or not, probably not, so I wanted to keep it fairly, not necessarily simple, but straightforward, so that, you know, here for example is the introducing, and she can put his name and born on and so on, and that's pretty straightforward. but for the tags and everything, I wasn't sure what to do. Well, I found a sheet, and it's a double-sided sheet, and some of them have the journaling lines already on. So I ended up kind of relying quite heavily on these, and you'll see that throughout the mini itself. The pockets are made with one sheet of 12 by 12 double-sided, and you fold it in such a way that it gives you a pocket on the top and two pockets on each side of the sheet. So you get a tag, or rather room for a tag in every pocket. The tags are pretty much the same, except I use different coloured papers on each. But I've left them pretty plain, and then she can either add pictures as she wants to, or do journaling or whatever. And so I did cut out the half circle there, but I only did it on one side so that it looked a little bit neater. I thought, well, you know. I took a lot of quotes from the internet and added them to different pieces of the paper, and I got these plastic findings. They are actually buttons, and I cut the backs off and stuck them down. So then I would put a quote on the front, and then maybe a stamp on the back. And I inked most of the stuff, but not everything. And I inked the pertinent colour. I didn't just use like vintage photo or anything like that. And as you can see, I made some extra pockets throughout. This is a little pocket, and I put on this one. There is really nothing quite so sweet as tiny little baby feet. And then I stamped baby feet. I don't know if you can see that. I stamped baby feet on there, just in a Versamark ink, and then I put some baby feet on the back. I used some stickers that I'd got. This flower here I actually made from little baby feet ribbon. All I did was took strips of ribbon, folded them in half and glued them. Got a tiny little circle of card, and then pinched the ends here and stuck that onto the card. I made 2 layers of it to stick one on top of the other, and then put a flat back pearl on the top there. This, hold on a minute, let me just come out. This little fella here, I don't know whether you can quite see that. He was another one of those cards that I've just been telling you about to use, and I fussy cut the bottom part of it out with his hands, and then stuck it onto the introduction card as if he was just peeking over the top. And forgive me for my camera work. I'm not too good with it yet. Okay, the paper is a K&Company. Just hang on a second and I'll get that. Tell you what it is. I've used it pretty much throughout. Where is it? Oh, I'll put it in the description as to what paper it is. I've also used just pastel coloured paper, and this is the Nana's Nursery. Hold on a second. I've got all my baby stuff in one drawer, and it's right here, but it's so full. Here it is. Well, here it was. Where's the front? Here it is. I'm sorry. Nana's Nursery Baby Boy. And it's a 4.5 by 6.5. And I got some nice paper out of there. But the main papers for the pockets is the K&Company. And then the next page I just cut out some butterflies. Made some, added a punch, not a punch, but, oh, by the way, I did punch all the corners, and for that one I used this Viscose punch, and it's got 3 different punches that you can use, and I did use those throughout, and I like these punches, they're really easy to use. And I put baby is love, kisses, joy, sunshine, and smiles and sweetness. And then this one, this tag, you know what, I stuck 2 pieces of paper together and then went to use this corner, this corner edger, and it messed up. It wouldn't go through the 2 sheets, so I just left it as a kind of a fancy edge, and then I put one of those buttons again on the corner that I cut the back off, and then I printed this statement, and if you want to read it you can pause and read it. I got some really cute statements off the internet, really nice. And then what did I put on the back? Oh, I just left that one plain on the back so she can put a photograph on there again if she would want to. On the other side, I popped this one up. I made a couple of flowers from little punch outs. I didn't want to dress it up too much, you know, it's a boy. Then I used a coloured peg to hold these 2 in. And again, this is from the paper line. I just left most of them plain. This 2 is from the paper line. Some I dressed up and some I didn't. I just put that in there, and then it wasn't quite secure enough on its own, so I pinned that one in. This one's got a stamp on it, and you can hardly see it, I just did it lightly, but it's Hot Rod, and it's a little pram with his little feet sticking out. And then I put a sticker on there, and then I run that through my Big Shot to emboss it, and just stuck a paper on there. Then the next page, I put some ribbon down the side because this little fellow here looks as if he's peeking out, and I thought that if to put the ribbon, it looked as, you know, as if because it's just a paper just the same as the others, and then it gave him something to be peeking out. And I put again the buttons 1, 2, 3 on there. I also made a little envelope, and I used a button as the holder, and I just put some extra of those little sayings and what have you in there, and then she can either add those to photographs as she would choose to, or not, you know, whatever she would want to do. I've put those extra in there. And these are just cutouts from the paper line, the K&C, and it's got different animals and the words on, so I just cut them out and pinned them all together and put them in there, you know, just as decoration. And again, the pockets have all got the tags in. This one's just pretty plain, just for a journal spot. I did die cut this out and stencil it. I popped that one up. This is from the baby Nana's nursery line, and I did print on there what our little boy's made of, and then on the back I just stuck another piece of the Nana's paper, and I just left that alone pretty much because it's already pretty well decorated. This page I stuck on the It's a Boy. I just made a little cutout of the paper, and this is a sticker, and then I just got some used my die cuts and you know, put another statement on there, and stamp adorable baby, and then whoops, a giraffe on the back of that one, and she can put a photograph on there or whatever. And baby fills a hole in your heart that you didn't know was there. And again, I use my Spellbinders dies, and there's another little card that she can put a photo on or journal in. This one pulls out. I've made this into a pocket. This is a Spellbinders die, and I stenciled it and made a little card. That one, if you can see, I think that's so cute. And I put that in there. And then this one, it's just a card, but I made another pocket on the card. And I did some embossing on the back. And then she can, you know, put a photograph on there. She can journal, she can put a photograph there, or, you know, she can do what you want. So that's like a little pocket in a pocket. This one I popped up and put a little flower, 2 hearts I stuck down, did some more die cutting, and, you know, put a sticker, stamp on there, and it's hi, I'm new here. And then that's just another one of those papers again. This side, I've made another envelope. I've put some more of those papers in there that she can use. I did use the oh dear, I'm making a mess of this. I did use the bear from one of these cutouts. I've got a bird stamp, and I used the bird paper to punch the birds out on there, and I added some lace across the edge of the pocket. And yet again, another one of these. I told you I relied pretty heavily on these. And then I did another poem, and I'll put that up there. If you want to read it, you can pause. And then I did some embossing on the back again, and she can put a picture on there if she wants to. And this side, I made some flowers again with the hearts and some punch outs, a little bit of the paper. I did another little spellbinders. Babies are such a nice way to start people, and one of those buttons again. And then I stamped the back with a hedgehog, and he's got his bottle. And then this one, I just did a little bit of it's 2 circles, and and it says sweet pea, and then there's the pea pod, and just a brad there. And then this one is paper from another line, and I added some of the pastel paper, put our new little star, another hedgehog, and then a baby hedgehog there, and she can put photographs on there and cover that up if she wants to. And put that one in there, so that gives a little bit more room. And then this side, I made another pocket with part of the paper, and just put a little some tags, a little diaper, and I just put them in that little pocket. Rubber dub baby in the tub, and I put just some little rabbits on the back. This one is, I think, is ready for a swim. And I did do some journaling opportunity on the back. And then this one, these fit in this little pocket I've made from the ribbon. And I've put the little baby in the tub at the bottom, and they stop that going through. And then I just did the ribbon again on the back, and she could put something in there, and a little binky. So that's again like a little pocket within a pocket. And then the last page, again I made a little pocket from the Good Night Sleep Tight paper, and a smaller heart flower, and a little tag, and a bottle, and a diaper pin. And then and the dish ran away with the spoon I put on there, because he's eating on this one. And then this is just pretty plain. I did the cutout, you know, the corners, little birds, because this is the bird paper. And then I stuck on a piece that I made for a pocket for that. And I did that with a punch, and I did it back to back so that it made it, you know, decorative. And then I didn't do anything on the back, just give her opportunity to put a photograph on. And then finally the back page, again I did some I don't know whether you can see that, can you? I'll just move it. I don't know whether you can see that. It's a, oh, there you go, now you can see it. It's butterfly embossing folder, and then I cut out the corners with a punch. I think it's a Martha Stewart corner punch, and made that into a pocket and stuck a couple of things in there. Nap time, lullaby. It's getting ready for the end, so he's going to bed. I never knew how much love my heart could hold until someone called me Mum, and put the little bear on there and then stamped the back on me. That tucks in there. And then on the back I did stuck another butterfly on, handmade with love, and a couple of little feet. I do love that foot sticker. It doesn't fold flat, as you can see. It's quite heavy, you know, heavily. Well, not really. Did I stop? Sorry. And as I say, I did put the ribbons on. I didn't want them to be too tight, but they're coming undone a little bit, so I'll have to do something with that. And anyway, let me know what you think. I'm sorry the video's so long. It's hard to show all the pages in a brief time. Thank you, and thank you everybody on YouTube for your inspiration. I've looked at so many videos. I can tell you, it would take forever for me to acknowledge everybody. I will put Leanne's link for the pages, but please know that I appreciate everybody on YouTube. You guys are marvellous, and thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.